Hello and welcome back. My name is Andrei.
And I'm Dominika.
And we're back again with another reaction to...
Today's the day.
What day?
The Nightwish day with the Poet and the Pendulum.
The Poet and the Pendulum.
I still don't know how to say it. I know what it is, but I don't know where to put the accent.
Come on, you can do it.
Pendulum. But I don't know where to put the accent. Pendulum.
It's alright, isn't
yeah,
it?
that's fine. Never mind.
You stress too much.
I think so. Yeah. Never mind how to say the title. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. That was one of the two greatest songs of Nightwish we were recommended to do, which is hard to imagine that there are two songs that's standing out of rest of the song because because there's so many we thought they're absolutely epic. So it's how better they can be. But we follow your advice and we did do a little research.
That's correct.
Not a massive one because I still wanted to go raw into it, but so what we found, it's the song, it's like a five parts or acts of the song, and it's sort of like an emotional response to what happened with Tarja when she was dismissed or fired from the band. And that's Thomas' way of dealing with it or healing process. And each part of the song represents a different stage of that's what happened. But that's it. I didn't want to go deeper into it because I like I said, I just want to experience the song emotionally. But I feel it's gonna be a very emotional song because there is a reference, when I was reading, reference to suicide, to depression, to really dark parts of your emotions. So
so it must be really deep and
yeah. And it's like makes you also, I don't want to go into without listening to it, but after what I was reading, it makes you think, again how it's quite kind of brave to share that with people outside, if you know what I mean. But let's without sort of have any expectations, although it's hard not to have. Let's listen, right?
All right, yeah, I'm ready. I'm really excited and a bit stressed, I want to say.
Yeah. Because the build-up.
Yeah, the tension. It was because we were waiting for so long, and yeah. All right, ready?
Sure. I'm sorry. I know that there is there is a whispering.
I hear some whispers.
Yes, there is, and it's such a shame they don't have captions for that. Okay, let's just carry on.
All right, you let me go back.
Before they start for good, if I would say, you know what, I was looking at the lyrics, and the songwriter is dead, and I think that's reference to the suicide.
I remember when we read about it, they were saying about some whispers, so it's gonna be some from funeral or something like that.
Yeah,
because I remember that, and now I heard it.
Yeah.
Exactly
but
what they're talking about.
What I want to say, also, by the look of song, it seems like it's very personal song, and I wonder how difficult that must be for the other bandmates to actually perform that song, knowing that how much emotions and how much, you know, sort of like a sadness is in the song.
I don't know. For me, it was Felix. It was the first chapter, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now we're going to second one.
Yeah.
It did feel really heavy introduction. A bit somehow.
That's what I mean.
On your chest a bit, something. I don't know. That was the feeling. Really something deep. I want to
Can you go back
slightly
then they start from the start? Yeah.
All right.
Like that. I think it's perfect.
So it's home now, right?
So now is the home. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's coming to home. Yes.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah. Wow.
I think. Oh, it's almost ending the second part. Oh.
So I understand. So every part is going to be different. You know what? I focus on the lyrics a lot actually in here, but I cannot deny the music of this part. I believe that every part is going to be slightly different, but I cannot. It's the music. This one is you feel.
You know what? I did have a favorite song, but I don't know. Something is so special with this one.
You with this one.
Something I don't know what's happened till the end. Honestly, I don't know. Did you see when Flor started to sing? Was in the background on the screen the pendulum?
Yeah. I did see it. Yeah.
Wow.
And you know, when she came, apart from obviously the song itself being big, but when she came, and it's like, I don't know, you feel really, when all of them, when they start to appear on the stage there, and the song started, you feel the emotions, do you? And obviously, we said that before, her voice and how she presents herself on the stage, it's there's no other.
She
like
just
her,
come here and conquer,
yeah.
like she was.
Feels like it's gonna be a huge performance. Again, beautiful. And I always liked the sort of arrangements on the stage, how they doing the lights and everything. It's almost like a perfection. Like I said, it just grabs you. Everything just grabs you. But this music, it's her voice, of course, but this music sort of like really speaks to me. Wow.
For me, it's a bit. We start with the first one, was so pushing on the heart, somehow with the whispers, with all the stuff. This one come and break the doors in different way. And
yes, that's correct.
And wow, I don't know.
It's almost like maybe you shouldn't, but you almost like you're happy that, oh my god, that's the Nightwish. You sort of like you miss,
I'm so curious what's next. I mean, where it's gonna take us, because wow.
Yeah, wow.
I love it.
I know.
Let's go back for a second, and we're gonna go on third part. Which was the name of the third part?
The Pacific.
Okay.
Ready?
For the yeah, the lyrics are really. Pacific, the ocean.
The Pacific. I don't know what this first part sort of like.
This is third part.
No, but the first part of the Pacific.
All right.
Mean, when the floor started to sing about it's something very worrying, but comforting at the same time. And I felt that this is exactly the reference to the sort of like the suicide. You read. I was lucky enough, or I'm lucky enough in life. I never fall into any depression or any really like dark thoughts to the point that you're sort of thinking to end your life, to end your misery. But you read that a lot of people refer to it like, that longing for death or ending this is going to give them some kind of like a peace and warm feeling and
the relief was
and they sort of what they're looking for, what they saw, because they're so troubled, their head is just you cannot escape from your own thoughts. And every single person in the world experience something like that. Not as I'm not saying about dark, but that sometimes you're having these thoughts you don't want to have. And I feel this is sort of, for whatever reason, that makes me really really sad for him, because I feel whoever feels this way, that they feel that the death's gonna give them comfort. They must be really, really unhappy in a life they're living. Did that make sense?
Yeah, no.
And if I may say, you know, apart from the emotional side, how I never seen Floor like that, and it gives you goosebumps all over. I'm sorry.
You're right.
And if
You okay?
yeah,
You want a tissue?
no, I'm fine. It's
The floor was. Oh,
I wanted to say
had chills.
her.
I had my.
Yeah, how she.
goosebumps
I haven't
all
seen
over
because
the-
that song was released at what we read was 2007, so that was before Floor's time. And and now obviously that was after Taria, so it's going to be Annette, who was one who
in
was
the band,
singing.
yeah.
So I haven't heard her version of it, but of how she's done it in here, I'm sort of like a speechless, because it's again through his lyrics and with her voice, it just pierces your heart so
I know what you mean. Yeah,
strongly.
It was really sad. Was it happy sad in a way?
Yeah,
somehow.
it was disturbing happiness, if you know what I mean. That, you know, no one should find comfort in such a dark sort of thoughts, if that makes sense.
Even the lyrics, they put it together all the time. It's make. And how she sing, and she was just interpreting this song comparing with the other one.
We never seen her like that, singing like that. It was so beautiful and so touching. Completely sort of like, again, different side of Floor. But is the Floor how I love the most? Floor with Nightwish. I did say that before when we were doing her solo performances. I feel that the whole band, they sort of like belong together. And when they perform, the right people in the right, in the right spots. Yeah, should we carry on?
Yeah, I'll go a bit back.
Yeah, please.
I'm afraid, so afraid, being raped again and again and again. I know I will die alone, but loved. You live long enough to hear the sound of guns, long enough to find yourself screaming every night, long enough to see your friends betray you. For years, I've been strapped onto this altar. Now I only have 3 minutes and counting. I just wish the tide would catch me first and give me a death I always longed for.
Before we started, because we didn't even let it finish the Pacific part,
I'm sorry.
and it's exactly like you said. You feel before you kind of know what he was saying. Now she was saying in the end. Wow.
I don't know if it's good to actually to do the research before you listen to that song, because it's sort of like all of the Nightwish songs I feel kind of emotional, me personally, something, you know, I find something for me and it speaks to me and I feel emotional connection to it. And I've been always saying, you know, I love music or artists or bands or when it hits me inside, that I don't need to only listen with my ears, I listen with my heart as well and respond to it. My body responds to it emotionally, and it happens just that with Nightwish for one reason or another. And well, in these moments like that, you don't look for a reason, you just enjoy the ride, really. And but this one, you know, I wonder if we didn't do the research, would we look a little bit different at the song when we will listen for the first time? But it's really hard not to respond emotionally, what I'm trying to say to this
definitely
one,
it's
right?
really, really emotional.
It is, you know, it is a pleasure for the all the senses, you know, visually I love it, the what I hear, I love it. I think the most you can just you feel this
the
one,
heart.
right?
Okay, let's go.
Yes.
I go back again. So was the fourth one?
The fourth one was the dark passion
here,
play. I think dark passion play. Yeah.
All right.
shoulder. Rise more like gonna die on a heart for the cold world. Heart for the cold world. Heart for the cold. Today, in the year of our Lord 2005, Tuamas was called from the cares of the world. He stopped crying at the end of each beautiful day. The music he wrote had too long been without silence. He was found naked and dead, with a smile on his face, a pen, and 1,000 pages of erased text.
Save me. You know what? This was crazy, but crazy good again.
Again, for me, when they finish in such a way, they left you speechless.
That's correct. That's correct. And the last bit saved me. I did feel it. But you know what? About him overall, again, in my personal sort of opinion, he is. The lyrics he put together, it is a true poet. You feel that, you know, it's you have to have something special, some special gift to be able to transform your thoughts on the paper and it coming out something like that. Right? Not everybody can do it. It's not, and I'm not talking everybody. Not every songwriter can do it. And how he puts the words together to have such an impact of the person who listened that song. Of course, there are other factors you have to consider, you know, the music and of course the singer, but the visuals. But I feel the lyrics, he is just a genius in what he's doing and how he put them together.
I completely agree. You know what? I mean, it feel like we're not listening one song. It's not one song.
Yeah, that's
it's
correct.
Not one song.
That's for sure.
It's yeah.
It takes you for emotional ride like that. This song, you know, you're going on a journey. It doesn't. You're not only this one sort of like spot when you just, you know, one moment I want to get up and dance, the other moment I want to just, you know, weep really. And it's I love it. I don't know if it's bad that I enjoy it, but I love it in a way, if you know what I mean. It's not that I love the misery, but I love the you know, how they
create something like that.
Yes, definitely.
I did like this bit as well so much, this part. I like both of them singing again, and
yeah.
It was...
I have actually a question because I don't know if that song. So since Marco left and the new guy, I do apologize, I forgot his name. Is it Yuka? The new guy who was on the Hellfest with them. Oh, I think it's on the other, but who joined the band temporary. So when they're doing this song, so who's singing the Marcos part? Because the guy we were reading in the comments that he doesn't sing. So I wonder who's singing that part, or if they perform that song actually.
Ah, okay, that's a good question. I
don't know if it's a good question, but it's just I'm just curious who would be, you know, filling in for that part.
So, what do you think is gonna be the last part? Mother and Father. How's gonna be? This one still now for me was shocking in a way. In a good shock, in a wake up shock. I don't know. I don't even speechless shock. I don't know. For me,
the Dark Passion play, this last bit, it was what happened after the poet actually took his life, his own life, and how, you know, how the rest of the world responded to his death. So that was it. But Mother and Father, I feel it's gonna be a bit emotional. Sometimes just
the Poet and the Pendulum. Wow.
Poet and the Pendulum.
Wow. I don't know. I do leave this one inside so much.
Yes, that's correct.
I'm supposed to react to say more things, but I don't know. Somehow I'm blocked.
And I want to say that probably some people's gonna say, "Oh, you shouldn't have stopped the whole song," and because it takes the sort of like the greatness of the song. I completely agree. I completely
but we will
agree.
listen.
But we always you know, listen the songs again and again and again. And
After,
we have
yeah.
we have a, you know, we discovering the song, because it's different when you listen for the first time, different when you listen for the second time, third, fourth, and all,
You
and so on.
obviously you discover much more,
Yeah,
because
so we definitely listen, you know, after we finish recording the first, because what we're doing in here is our first impression. So we definitely going back to and I'm gonna listen it like without disturbance, or maybe I stop it again and I'm gonna share some of my thoughts with you, right?
definitely.
But yeah, we haven't finished, so now we're going for Mother and Father.
Let's go then. I go just a bit back.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss anything.
Thank
I don't know. Lord doesn't have to even say a word, and she's so emotional. I don't know when the song start. I could not hold my tears. I just dropped some tears, and I cannot. It was just, I don't know. I'm just thinking of the name, Mother and Father, and the song started with the music and started to say something, and I was just.
I felt it was like, this was a little bit what it must be for the parents or for the loved ones when they lose the person to the sort of like suicide, or not even suicide, to depression. And the fact, that it ended with the beginning. The last words of the song was the beginning. It's sort of like, it's very much put a stamp on it, it's gonna be a new beginning without you, but it's the beginning, of something completely different when that person gone.
I did see so many kind of different shows. I did seen different things. What they done, I don't think you can express in words. It's so beautiful on a scale of you cannot even describe what happened on this. I don't know how you can do something like that. So touching, so deep. I know that
this was so. Yeah, I know this song was sort of created by Thomas, but in relation or in response to what happened with Tarja. If the information we found were correctly, of course. I feel that this song should be like a healing song, or I don't know, a healing song, but it should be heard by so many people who are very, very troubled in their life, in the point of their life. It's it feels like there is something important he's trying to say. I know for him it was very personal feeling, and he was expressing how he was feeling. But I feel that so many people feel the same way for different reasons, right? And I think they should hear it, because the last part, it's and with Floor singing it, the mother and father, it's something that if that doesn't give you sort of like a wake up call.
I know.
I'm a little bit speechless. I'm a little bit at all what happened in there and how that happened. I don't know.
Well, because it was recommended by so many people, and they say I was expecting to be something like,
this song leaves me upset
but
a little
it's
bit.
So much more than I ever believe it is. So much more. And I believe I was ready, but I don't know if I was ready in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Or can you ever be ready for something like that?
I don't know. Beautiful. I don't want to talk no more because I don't know. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Like I said, I'm a little bit upset, but I don't know what. Unsettled. Maybe not upset. Unsettled inside after hearing that song. I don't know fully why.
It was beautiful.
It was like it felt very, like I said, it felt almost all the song was felt by my heart, was heard by inside more than like I said, I hear it. It was more you feel it, and in a way it's such a heavy feeling, isn't it?
It is, yeah. That's what I feel. And I don't know why.
I don't regret that we listened to it.
No, definitely not. But
it does give you this very like and I feel a little bit unsettled, a bit shaky inside. I don't know how to explain. A little bit frightened. I don't know. It was
a really powerful song, to be honest. It's not something that you hear every day. They're not probably who in the world do something like that. So that's why the song was something that you probably, I don't know, we're not used to it probably. It was, wow. I love it.
Thank you. Right?
Thank you, definitely.
Thank you.
All right. Hope you enjoy our reaction and see you again next time. Have a lovely...
You said it sort of like we always say it, but you said it in a completely different tone.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know.
Well, So let's finish it
Let
differently.
me
Let's
breathe
finish
a
it
bit.
differently. Well, let's hope you're all gonna have a wonderful day and be happy in your life. That's what we wish you, right?
Yes. Hope you enjoy our reaction. Have a beautiful day and see you again next time. Bye bye.
Bye for now.